Hey adventurers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kai Energy, your host here on Energy Travel Venture. And today, finally, I'm giving you my review. I was like already planning on doing this, but then I saw this comment and then I was like, okay, we need to do this. I don't know why it took me so long to talk about Carnival Celebration, but I think it was because it didn't bring the experience or it didn't met the expectation that I was waiting for such a big ship. But we're gonna get into that and all the details here on this channel. By the way, just want to remind everyone that this channel is not to bash any cruise line, but we always would stand for giving people the honest review of our experiences in either cruises, Disney, traveling. You guys know that if I'm not on a cruise, I might probably be at Disney or somewhere else. This cruise was in May 2025 this year. It was a 7-8 day cruise to the Caribbean with protocols like Amber Code, the Dominican Republic, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and San Thomas, and few days at sea. I have to say that Carnival really stepped up in 2022 when it came out with Carnival Celebration. It's a Excel class in their fleet. This ship feature like 6 team. So in each part of the ship layout, there's like a different team and also different objects from other previous cruise. It's like a celebration of all the history of Carnival cruise ship. Like you find vintage car from the Carnival Ecstasy, the layout, there's a part that had like a Miami signage, so it's more like tropical. There's like a little bit of everything, which I really like. And there's also, if you dedicate yourself to walk around the ship, you will find so many factors and objects from others previous Carnival cruise, which is really cool. For being such a big and large cruise ship, I found it like overcrowded. I'm not gonna clickbait you guys. You know that I always love for standing on giving my honest review right to the point because there was like so many spaces, so many things to do, and so many areas, but still I feel like there is a little bit of problem with the design of the layout. Sizes wise is perfect. I mean, if you are someone who like to go on cruises or you're planning on going on a cruise and you want to find activities, a little bit of bars, a little bit of I don't know, games, anything, like a little bit of everything. This is actually like the intention of this ship is because of that. It's literally a celebration. Starting with the embarkation day, I had faster to the phone and it was, I would say, not too bad, not too fast, but it was okay. As soon as you enter the ship, you enter through the main center stage, which is where they do most of the principal shows at nighttime. Beautiful stage. I love the fact that you can see the ocean with the glass, a wall, and everything is amazing. However, I don't think this is the perfect area to put this stage because at nighttime, if you go on Carnival Celebration or you have been, you realize that in order for you to grab like a nice spot, you have to be there way, way, way on time before the shows. And also, it's like an area where everybody's passing by here and there, and there's some spot where you see that you cannot appreciate the show. There will be like a prop or something objecting the view. It's very pretty. It's beautiful. I'm not saying that it's not. It's amazing, beautiful, but I just feel that location is not the right one. The first impression of this chip, it was that wow, it's super big. I love that there is so many theme decoration, and I went on my way to explore. Of course, getting my mustard drill done. After I went to my stateroom, which I'm gonna get there in a moment, but fixtures that you will find here is waterworks, that Bolt roller coaster that again it didn't work on during my selling. It has like so many issues and then they were trying to repair and then it kind of like worked on the last day and I just like literally canceled my reservation because there was like a little difficulty for like so many people trying to get in the roller coaster and it didn't work. We'll have to give it another try and see if we can get there. Many pool options, Thais pool, the little dead pool. You also have jacuzzis and Serenity Deck, which I found that very spacious. Jacuzzis on the side and lower decks. I found that also very convenient for the sizing of this ship. Right after exploring a little bit the cruise ship and going to the little deck, you know, embarkation day, everybody's excited and the fun vibes of Carnival, as they always know how to do it. I went straight to my stateroom and we're going to talk about that now, which was in deck number 12, a extended balcony stateroom. And I love this cabin. This was probably like my favorite part, especially the sizing and also the fixture of the decoration, it was like very modern. The background was also very decent. I like for a 7 almost 8 day cruise, I found it super convenient and so much space for storage and also to work if you also do some work while traveling, and if you are remote and you have things, or if you're a content creator and need to edit your videos like I do. So this was definitely the perfect sizing. Having an extended balcony with two chalons and two chairs was also another great feature, because sometimes when the ship feel crowded, as I always say, if you're on a cruise and you feel like, oh my God, something is not as I thought, you need a break, come into this balcony. When I needed a break from the crowd, it was amazing. Your private deck for yourself and just stare at the ocean and enjoy. I mean, at the end of the day, you're on a cruise. In terms of the food, there is a variety of food, which I really love, and they keep many of Carnival's favorites like Cucina del Capitano, bonsai sushi, teppanyaki, if I'm not mistaken. Fahrenheit 555, the steakhouse was my favorite. Went on the first night, and pro tip also, if you make a reservation on the first night, you also get a complimentary bottle of wine. Main dining rooms, Carnival Festivale, which it comes to my mind all the time. I had an experience very reserved that at dinner time. What I didn't like is that the table that they gave me, it was like right in front of the door where like all the waiters are like coming in and out, bringing people food. You were right there, but it took so long for them to notice that you were there and to take like your order. That was like one of the spots that I didn't really like. So what I did, which is basically still going to the main dining room, but the one that is anytime dining. It was way faster, different tables every day, different views, less overwhelming. Imagine being in front of that door, seeing them coming out with food and kind of like they don't even noticing you. Well, other than that, the food was great. They have the brunch day, which I really love. If you want to be going to the main dining room during brunch time, I would also recommend it. I mean, if you like the experience of sitting down and having them bringing you your breakfast, highly, highly, highly recommend it. These are others dining options that you will find on Carnival Celebration, Guy's Burger Joint, Big Chicken, Blue Iguana Cantina, Street Eats, where you will find a food truck style in cheap venues, obviously the buffet, Teppanyaki, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Rudy Sea Grill, Fahrenheit 555, also Cocina del Capitano, and Chiban. Pro tip, if you are going on a 7 day cruise, I would recommend to try like each night a different specialty dining, because you don't get charged the first time. Second times you do get charged. And that's basically what I did. I went to Cocina del Capitano, Chiben. Don't forget that during sea days you can have for free picking anchors, which is the barbecue food mini buffet. They always remember that that's towards the back close to the brewery. They have many cool spaces there to chill out also and eat your food. That would be also another option for you. Now let's dive into the port of call. The first one was Amber Cove, the Dominican Republic in Puerto Plata. I mean, if you're new here, I'm from the Dominican Republic, born and raised, and I have to say that Amber Cove is not just Dominican Republic. Amber Cove is the name of the port, but Amber Cove is located in Puerto Plata, which is in the north of the Dominican Republic. There is other areas to explore in the island, like Punta Cana. I mean, that's far away from there, but there's Punta Cana, Samaná, there's also the south. But many people go to the port and they think that that is only Dominican Republic. The island has so much to offer. If you want to get off of the ship and just like stay around the port, shop, probably use their pool and the zip line that Carnival also has there, a place also where you can get the massage. Maybe go for a drink. They have like a little cliff, I would say, that you go up there and they have a setup. They have a bar set up there. You can also have a drink and have a nice view. But if you want to get in touch with the culture, Carnival has amazing excursion that you can book one. Even though I'm from there, I booked one time. It was like a cultural walk and cultural experience where you get a little bit of the story of Puerto Plata and also that part of the Dominican Republic. Or if you want to be more adventurous, definitely recommend visiting the waterfall, Los 27 Charcos, Charcos de Damajagua, which is a really, really cool experience. Of course, I love this protocol. The number two was Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was super great because I never been. It was my first time. I was super excited. But what I love about San Juan, Puerto Rico is how walkable it is. Being able to get off and just walk, explore. There's so much to see, to learn as well. You can book an excursion, but you don't necessarily have to. You can just walk on your own. I felt safe. Much places to choose to eat. take pictures, relax, unwind, and walk around. Also, if you go there, don't forget to visit the Cafe con Ron Cafe. Puerto Rico was just amazing. The vibe, the island. I can't wait to go back. And definitely, definitely, that port also was 10 out of 10. San Thomas, US Virgin Island. I also love it here. I mean, in terms of the port, I would have to say the itinerary, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and San Thomas was amazing. San Thomas was like the cherry on top for these protocols. It was stunning, beautiful. First time there, I got off of the ship and took a taxi over the Westin Resort, where you can either rent a day pass or also the taxis can take you to the a beach area and have breakfast by the beach. If you want to use the towels and stuff like that, you do have buy a day pass. An amazing and relaxing time there. It started raining, so I made my way back to the ship, got ready for the night. And that brings us to the entertainment on board. There is so much to do and see. Like, that was not the problem. Like, for some reason, you being in this big vessel, but it feels like crowded. However, there was always something to do and a alternative of where to go, which I love. Again, I'm not saying that I had a really bad experience. I'm just saying what I felt during my cruise. The main shows at nighttime, Family Feud. There's also entertainment for the kids. They had sport tournaments. So much to do and choose from. The SPAD, Cloud Nine SPAD, which I didn't use the first day, was I don't know how to even say. It was crazy packed. One important thing is that if you care about having a specific spot or being in a specific part, I will always recommend to get there earlier. It doesn't matter for what it is. My favorite spot in the whole ship was my stateroom and the Havana Bar. The Havana Bar has the best parties. I see. I mean, Latino. Know how they have such a small club for such a big ship. Some nights were themed. You guys know Carnival changed the whole routine with the disco clubs now. That like they go by teams nights. Some nights were okay. Some nights were blah because they don't even take requests, which is I don't know. I mean, at least Virgin Voyages, like if I request play a Karol G song, they will play a Karol G song. But it is what it is. They didn't ruin my experience either. Like, trust me, I wouldn't be there like sad and crying. I find something else to do. So, which I feel like for those people who go to a vacation and feel frustrated because something that they can control will like ruin the whole like days, try not to let that get to you and find something else to do. Like, I mean, you already pay for it and you're there vacationing. So overall, I would say this experience, maybe I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. A great experience, but there were also things that unfortunately didn't wait the way that I was expecting. It didn't cause the impact that I was waiting for. Maybe I have to give it another opportunity. Again, it's just the way I felt. But anyways, so I want to stay more connected with you guys. I will be posting more content very soon, and we're gonna lean also more into travel insights. You guys know that I really love traveling everywhere, whether it's a cruise, solo travel, and also even if I'm not on a cruise, I'm gonna be at Disney or somewhere. So I will be somewhere, and I want to share more of my experiences. Like I went to New York the other day for like almost a week, and there's so much that I have to share about that. I went also to Chicago, but I also want to share information that I found useful and tips. Like I know Virgins, which is like my favorite cruise line for now, has many updates, and I will be sharing more of that. I'm gonna get more into the sharing updates, cruise insights. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, of course, because we want to cruise more in 2026 and we want to travel more, of course, in 2026 and grow this family. Thank you so much for vibing with me. I see you on deck. Bye for now.